Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 129 of our Get Your Goals annual challenge. We are focusing on physical well-being, physical health this month. We're going through the SOAP framework. We're on the O of the SOAP framework. Sorry about the alarm. Yesterday, we talked about our story, our current story and our desired story. We used the storyboarding tool and the vision board tool. We used two tools yesterday. Today, we're only going to use one, and it's one we've covered before, to come up with options to help fill that gap that we discovered and created and identified yesterday, the difference between where we are right now and where we want to be. And that's why we set goals, is so we can get from where we are right now to where we want to be, to solve a problem, to create something that we want in our life, but to do it in a way that works and honors us. Now, one of my favorite tools for this is what I call the 10-3-1 brainstorming tool. And what we do is we brainstorm 10 possible ways to start filling that gap. We probably aren't going to do one thing and have the entire gap filled or the goal achieved in almost anything in our life, right? Unless it's a really tiny, teeny piece of a goal or a simple goal, that's probably not going to happen. So what are we going to do? We're going to brainstorm out 10 different possible ways to start filling that gap. And I did that. I didn't get 10 yet. I'm up to 7. But this morning, as I was thinking about it, I'm like, well, what are some of the ways I'm going to get my goal? Now, my physical goal is, I had surgery yesterday, so I have this Quasimodo shoulder going on. But what am I going to do? And my goal is to have the surgery, recover from the surgery as quickly as possible, and be back to what I consider my normal energy level, normal activity level. See, I'm in my robe today, so obviously I'm not back to my normal 100% self yet. And I will admit, I've got a significant amount of pain, and I'm not going to take anything because it makes me feel worse than if I do. So I'm just going to power through it, and we'll see what happens. So that's one of my items, is to just power through and recover as quickly as possible. And I think that when we take things, even aspirin or over-the-counter things, I think that it delays the inevitable of us adjusting to the level of pain that we're in. I come upon this personal belief from years and years of chronic pain and chronic illnesses. So that's just my philosophy and the way I approach it. Of course, everybody approaches it differently. So I brainstormed out, I've got 7 already of my 10 things that I could possibly do to help recover from this more quickly. And I'll read those just to help give you an idea of, sometimes they're big things, sometimes they're little things. So post-surgery hypnosis. Before I went into surgery, I've got a hypnosis app that has a pre-surgery hypnosis on it. So I listened to that for 5 nights in a row. And then now, yesterday, I started listening to the post-surgery hypnosis. And I listened to it a couple of times yesterday, last night. I'll listen to it a couple of times today when I'm resting. And it helps to recover sooner. It helps me to recover sooner because I'm focusing on what I want, the desired state. The goal is to be back to my usual 100% self. And therefore, I'm moving toward what I want. I'm not staying stuck in, okay, this really hurts. I can't do anything. I can't lift anything, da 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 da. So it focuses on what I want. Secondly, I put find some positive entertainment. When I am hurting, I like to feed myself in my mind positive things. Now, I don't see very well these days, so I don't really read as much as I used to, but I can watch funny, positive, lighthearted shows or movies. That's one thing I can do. I can get hugs. I found I got a bunch of hugs yesterday, and hugs make me feel good, and that helps us to heal. Anything that feels good for me helps me to heal. Take it easy. Reduce chores. Don't do as much with the kids. This is really hard for me. I definitely overdid it yesterday as soon as I came home from the surgery. So I actually stayed in my robe and pajamas this morning to remind me to take it easy, because sometimes I need reminders to like slow down and take it easy. Number 5, I put sleep, rest, nap. Yesterday, I actually took a nap, which I never take naps, but I made myself lay down, listen to that post-surgery hypnosis, and I actually dozed off and fell asleep until, of course, the dog started barking and going crazy. Number 6, lots of fluids, lots of liquids. Then 7, followed the post-op instructions, and I actually got my pre-op and post-op instructions in the mail yesterday after my surgery, right? I kind of was afraid that was going to happen, and that's exactly what did happen. But didn't matter because I did everything I needed to do anyway, because I remembered what the nurse told me when she called to schedule the surgery. So that is 7 of the 10. I will come up with 3 more, and then I will circle the 3 that speak mostly to me. So what's our action item today? You got your goal. You told your story about it yesterday, the current and the desired. Now, in order to fill that gap, we're going to come up with at least 10 possible ways to begin doing that or to do that. Maybe you have one great idea and you just have to do one thing, and that will get you from where you are to where you want to go. If you do, share that. More power to you. But I'm going to have at least 10. I'm going to circle 3. I'm going to circle 3 because we're going to use those tomorrow to help us take the next step in the SOAP framework. Any questions, hit me up. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow. Have a great day.